Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Speak On Our Podcast, and I'm your host, Darius Silver, aka Mr. GQ, back with another conversation, back with another episode, back with another hot topic, hot take, and I'm excited to be back, as I always do. I take breaks every now and then, so that's how it goes sometimes. I can't be consistent, and sometimes I'm not consistent, that's on me. But I'm back for another long episode, another hot episode, episode that has a lot of topics involved with it. So hopefully you guys watch the end and watch a good part of it, because I think it's gonna be some good topics that are pretty much been known for so far. Whoa, what are you doing? You forgetting to hit the subscribe button? Stop it. What are you doing? You watching the Speak Up Now podcast, and you watching your host Darius Silver, aka Mr. GQ, give you some unbelievable content. What are you doing? I need you to subscribe right now. Check out my social media platforms that you see on the screen: Facebook, Instagram, and this platform, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you continue to tune in and watch the full episode. Come on now. This is the Speak Up Now podcast, where we're inspiring others to speak up and do better. Come on now, subscribe. Come on, subscribe. All right, let's get you back to the full episode. Boom. Three or four good topics I'm gonna talk about and catch up on, give you my take and give you my opinions on. So happy to be back. Happy to speak up on some things I'm really passionate about or want to be spread my opinion about, and hopefully guys you enjoy this. So if you're a new viewer, thank you for tuning in, and if you're a returning viewer, as always, much love to you as always. So if you a new viewer, make sure you pay attention how we do things around here, and if you're a returning viewer, stay with me. Let's ride. So for today's episode, it's gonna be a long episode, like I said earlier. So pretty much topics that's been going on for these last 2 weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks, and so I wanna touch base on all 3 or 4 of them. So all 3 topics are, pay attention, the Coldplay concert with the CEO and Chief People Officer or HR head of HR, the Epstein and Trump files, the Ghislaine Maxwell discussion or quote unquote pardon, and you can say Diddy as well. So I'm gonna get all these topics out of the way as efficiently as I can. So for the first topic I want to talk about is the Coldplay concert with the CEO of Astronomer and the head of HR. I don't really have that much opinion. I'm pretty sure that everybody's seen the video. Everybody's gave their opinions on it, and hot takes, bad takes, whatsoever. But I want to speak on it a little bit. My only hot take is, one, it's the fact that a lot of people are going to cheat no matter what positions they are. Corporate America, entertainment, sports, politics, whatsoever. So people are going to cheat. It's number one. But number two, I understand why people are held to a certain level. When you get to the level of CEO, head of HR, one, makes you look bad as a leader, number one, and number two, makes your company look bad, and two, most importantly, 3, it makes you and your family look even worse, so make your family look embarrassed whatsoever. My hot take about it is, people gonna cheat. If you're gonna cheat, learn how to cheat. I don't condone cheating. That's my huge disclaimer. I do not condone cheating. Because one, if you make vows to someone, if you make a commitment to someone, honor that. No matter if you don't want to commit to those vows longer, do what you gotta do. Divorce them, have that conversation with that particular partner. So I'm gonna get that. I don't condone cheating. But if you are gonna cheat, do it smarter. I'm not saying that cheating has to be in a hotel or, in a dark alley somewhere. I'm not saying that. And again, get this out the way, I don't condone cheating. But if you're gonna cheat, know how to cheat. And I know cheating goes with certain generations, boomers, we call it Gen Z, millennials, whatsoever. But learn how to. If you're gonna do so, know how to act. And I know when the video came out or when it was going to, they didn't know what to think because they're older. But many people have said this, not just me, but many people have said this, that if the video screen came on, act normal. If you would have acted normal, 9 times out of 10, it wouldn't have been blown up as it would. It wouldn't have been viral. That's just my take on it. That's just my specific take on it. If they would have acted normal and they would have just not been so embarrassed, I'm thinking 90% out of 100, I think it wouldn't have been as blown up. They probably would have got caught sooner or later, probably, but I don't think it would have been viral. That's my issue on it. It would have been caught eventually, them being on camera like that, while the concert were together, but I don't think it would have been viral if they would have acted differently on video or on screen. So, and looking at all the companies' statements over this past, when the statements they came out in the last week or so, reading those statements, everybody knew he was gonna get fired. He knew he was gonna get fired. And reading his wife's statements, and his wife's posts about it, of the CEO, she's stronger than ever because she knows, one, she's gonna be set for life. Two, she found out who her husband really is. And three, she gets to move on to something better for her life and for her children, even though her children are a little bit older. So I had this conversation plenty of times with other people as well. I don't know who has it worse, the CEO who was called or the head of HR that was called. Yeah, everybody would say the CEO. Everybody would say the CEO because he's a CEO, he's a man, blah blah blah. But my take was, as the woman's side, the HR leader side, might have even worse because one, she's the HR resources, so that what type of principles does he stand on? Two, she also has kids. How her kids gonna see her? Number one, that's number two. Number three is this: men are more known for cheating than women are. So when men cheat, it's kind of like society where he's another man, he's another CEO, he's another politician that gets what he wants whenever he wants to because he has the level of status. On the woman's side, women are known for cheating as men are. So when they do cheat, I think it hurts. It hurts for her. It hurts for her because I think Stephen A. Smith said this too. Men have egos. So her husband, all of us men have egos. No matter if you want to admit it or not, all of us men have egos. So when her husband found out that she was cheating about the affair, his ego was shut down or got cut shot. Opposed to a woman, women are more used to men in general cheating than opposed to women are. I mean, like, women have egos, but not as much as men do. So if a man finds out his wife or girlfriend's been cheating, it takes us back. It hurts us to our core more than people realize. So I feel like the woman has a rougher to go home to than the man's side. My opinion, my hot take on it. That's just my hot take. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this topic because I know there's so many podcast episodes and videos and all this stuff. Everybody's hot takes on this particular topic over these last 2 weeks with that Coldplay concert, but I at least want to get my opinion out the way, even though I have many thoughts about it whatsoever. But one, they shouldn't have been doing it. If they were going to do it smarter, simple and plain. And then three, I mean, I think both of their careers are ruined forever because where they get a job. I mean, people say he's gonna get a job again, which he might get a regular job down the line, but not to the extent that he would never lead a company again. He would never make as much money as he was making founding a company unless he starts the company from scratch again. He started his life all over again. I think she is the same way. He lost his family, and I know the woman. She lost her family because, again, men have egos. When their egos are shot, or men are rational more than women when it comes to cheating, when they find out their wife is cheating. So, I want to get that out the way. The Coldplay concert, they should have been smarter, respectfully. I don't condone cheating, but they could have been smarter. But again, that goes with age, and the reason why I feel like they didn't know what to do because one, they were older, and then two, I guess they wasn't used to cheating. I guess they might have had feelings for each other, real feelings for each other. So I guess they didn't know how to react in the moment. Who would? But at the same time, they were starting to act. And yeah, I might have more comments on that situation. Something might come to my mind over time. Where I decided why I'm doing this episode now. But moving on, the next topic I want to talk about is the Trump and Epstein files. Everybody knows I've made a lot of episodes about Trump over this since I had my podcast, and I'm gonna say just like this: for Republicans, moderates, independents, for people who voted for Trump, I'm gonna say it again, like I said in other episodes. You must feel really stupid, don't you? You must be feeling, even Elon, you must be feeling really stupid, don't you? I think even Elon said this. That's the craziest thing about it. Even Elon, a couple months ago, even said this, that he was on the Epstein files. Nobody believed him. Nobody believed Elon. Nobody believed Elon. But what Elon always comes to the table with something that has weight to it, no matter what people wanted to accept it or not. Yeah, you must be for Republicans, independents, moderates. You must be feeling really stupid, don't you? Because this is what you voted for. This is what you voted for. A recent video came out that I might insert on the screen is that Epstein was being interviewed by DOJ, law enforcement officials about, he was asked, if they would play a video, was you and Donald Trump ever present with women underage? And this man pleaded the Fifth Amendment, the Sixth Amendment, and the Seventh Amendment. And that tells you right there the answer to your question. That's number one. Number two, Donald Trump has so many people lying for him that's lying for him, that's also loyal for him. He's making him look bad. He's making him know that he's kind of in hot water regardless, so he's doing whatever he possibly can to keep from the truth coming out. The Epstein files. Yes, we know Epstein's dead, committed suicide, but we all know what Trump is hiding. We all know what Trump wants to hide, and we all know that nobody has a wand or whatever or answers to the world, but when the writing's on the wall, the writing's on the wall. The Attorney General is lying for him. His press secretary is lying for him. The FBI officials are lying for him. Department of Justice is lying for him. And all these videos and clips and him speaking and his people are all public records. So people who have these podcasts are talking about it, audiences don't have to believe us or believe even evidence that we have shown you guys. Go research it go research it yourselves. So this is the person that you voted for. This is the person that you support. This is the person that you're willing to hurt people or disrespect people over. And another thing, Mark Cuban did a podcast episode too about how Trump is whatsoever. And you could go watch that video too or do research on it, but Mark Cuban even said this: Donald Trump gets stupider, respectfully. Donald Trump gets stupider and dumber whenever he speaks. He doesn't make complete sentences. He doesn't know how to speak in a good, intelligent way. But Mark Cuban, in his words, stated that he gets dumber and dumber every time he speaks. He doesn't know how to comprehend things. This is the person that you guys voted for. But I'm gonna stay on topic with the Epstein files. With the Epstein files. We all know that back in the 90s, 80s, 90s, that Epstein had pretty much, not just Donald Trump, he's dealing with pretty much every celebrity that's known, or big celebrities that was known back then. So again, Donald Trump is not the only one on the list, but as the president of the United States, being on that list, and if the list actually comes out and everything becomes factual, where do we go then? Where does the country go then? How much respect will us as a nation for these next 2.5 years lose? Not just in the nation, but around the world. Just answer that. For all you Republicans out there, for all you independents out there, for all the moderates out there that voted for that side during the 2024 election, tell me what sense does that make? Do you support that? Republicans are Republicans, but I know most Republicans do not support, what Epstein and his accomplices did. I will probably give you guys, I know you guys don't support that. That's just sickening. So for the fact that your president you voted for, and you will vote for again, was involved with something like that, how does that make you feel? Does that make you feel dumb? Does that make you feel fooled? And the fact that he's doing everything in his power to keep the truth from coming out, or being honest about it. What does that tell you? That's the president you wanted? Don't tell me it's politics. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that it's a hoax. Don't tell me that it's this or it's that. Because if it was a Democrat, this would be even bigger. Democrats ain't this, Democrats ain't that, or independents or but since it's your precious Republican Donald Trump, you guys are letting it slide. You guys are letting it slide. So that leads me to my next topic with this Epstein file. Since he's doing whatever he can to prevent from the truth from coming out, everything is power. Maxwell, Epstein's accomplice, or you can say wife, or whatsoever, his partner, whatsoever. One, the Department of Justice gave her limited immunity, so whatever she says, this to prevent her from going more and more. Yes, we know she's sentenced to 20 years, whatsoever. But he even said, Donald Trump himself said, he might pardon her as well. Tell me why that is. Tell me why. This is not my text, but this is stuff out of his words. That I will insert these clips or pictures or videos inside in this episode. Tell me why that is, that he might pardon her. Because she's innocent? Because she did nothing wrong? Or is because he might have no choice? Because we know Maxwell is the only person alive right now, or that's in trouble right now, that has all the answers to this. That knows firsthand who's on that list, who was involved during those times, what each person was doing, the money that was going around, the escorts that was going around. The only person that knows that is her. And she's in prison right now. And Trump knows that, the government knows that, the DOJ knows that, FBI knows that. Everybody knows that. She pretty much has not just Donald Trump in her hands, which is the most important one, but she has so many people, politicians in her hands right now that are trying to save face, that they're willing to do anything right now to protect their integrity, livelihoods, political career or life in general, or crimes in general, by maybe pardoning her. And do I think that he would? I don't know. Because if he does, he knows he looks guilty. If he doesn't, he has a chance of the truth coming out. So what does he do? What does he do? I don't know. Shoot, I wish I had an answer to that. Thank God I don't have to make that decision. What does he do? If he does pardon her, he looks guilty. And that says everything. If he doesn't, the truth might come out sooner. And what does that do? How does he react? What lie does he tell them? What lie does he tell them? Let me know these things. At first I was talking about Diddy, how he might get pardoned. I might get to that subject later. I might get to that subject in a bit about Trump might pardon Diddy, which I think he's not going to pardon Diddy now, or if he does, whatever sentence that Diddy gets whatsoever, then boom, I'll get to that subject in a minute. But what does he do with that situation? What does he do with Maxwell? I'm at a loss for words. Because we all know how detrimental those Epstein files are to anybody. If anybody's on that list, it could be a politician, a corporate star, or it's a president, whichever. We all know what that, if your name is on the list, what that does. We all know what that does. So how do you react to it? Let me know if he's gonna pardon Maxwell or not gonna pardon Maxwell. Let me know. I don't know what he would do. I don't know what the right. Let me say new phrases. I don't know which way he has to do to protect or to keep his lie going. That's the correct way of saying that. But I don't know which direction he's gonna do to make sure he keep his line going. Because he knows the truth. He knows his livelihood, everything's at risk when it comes to the Epstein files. I mean, who wants to deal with someone who is doing stuff like that with Epstein? Tell me. And then since we're talking about partners, like I told you about Diddy, we all know what the Diddy situation came out, but he was found innocent on the most judicial crimes. He was found guilty for the prostitution ones. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know he was found not guilty for the bad crimes, for the worst crimes. And which makes me sick because Cassie deserved better. Those victims deserve better. You mean tell me that Cassie and other victims and other witnesses embarrassed themselves in the stand for them to find that man not guilty? And yes, the other two crimes that he was found guilty for carried up to 10 years, which we know he's not gonna get nearly that much. So like I said, a lot of people say the prosecution dropped the ball. They did. They could have better evidence, better cases whatsoever. But my God, the jury. I mean, I understand that the jury had its duty, but my God. So now like I said about Trump from pardoning Diddy, no matter what sentence like I said, he has to get sentenced first before he might get pardoned. But depending what he gets sentenced to, if it's a short term sentence, I don't think Trump will pardon Diddy. But if it's somewhere between over 5+ years, there's a chance that Trump will pardon Diddy. And it makes me sick because even if he gets sentenced to found guilty of all of his charges, 25 years to life, whatsoever, I feel like Trump is gonna pardon Diddy, in my opinion, if it was higher. So if it's lower than 5, Trump is not gonna pardon Diddy. If it's higher than 5, I feel like Trump's gonna pardon Diddy. But I'm still sick in my stomach that like, damn. Don't get me wrong. Back in the day, everybody loved Diddy. Everybody loved Biggie. Like everybody loved Bad Boy records. But now it's like the respect is so bad. No matter what he's found not guilty for, his career is ruined. Who wants to be associated again? Who wants to be associated with Epstein, Maxwell, or Diddy and their situations? Who will want to be associated with that? No matter time goes on or what, who wants to be associated with that? So like, tell me why this is why this is happening, but why Trump has the power, or any president has the power to let some of this stuff go. And like I said, I know this is a long episode, taking you guys to the whirlwind with the Coldplay, the Epstein, the Maxwell, and Diddy, but like, come on, the Coldplay's not that dimensional as these 3 topics are, but like, please, enlighten me, inform me, please, like really, like, how does this stuff make sense? And all of this stuff, it contains one man, and one man himself, Mr. Donald Trump himself. A person that, not me, but others decided to vote for and put in the White House to have this decision over for the next 4 years. Like, tell me why. And personally, I am glad that Maxwell was gone. Personally, I'm glad that Maxwell was getting limited immunity, but hopefully, she tells more truth about the situation. Hopefully, since she got that immunity, that more of these facts are to come out. And it proves one man right, that Elon Musk said this first. Again, Elon said this first. Go look it up. Elon said Elon tweeted or on this platform X that Trump was on the Epstein files. He said this first. Look where we're at now. Everybody's going for the wolves because he know what happens if this information, all this information comes out. We know. So blame one man himself. Your president, Mr. Donald Trump. And then also thank Elon Musk for telling you more about this information. Because only a certain amount of people know this information, and Elon Musk is one of them. Is number 1. Maxwell is number 2. So, what do you guys think? I'm not taking you guys to the whirlwind and give you my opinions on a bunch of hot takes. But what do you guys think? Let me know. So, I know this was a long episode, a long, wild-winded episode. I gave my takes on 3 of them: Coldplay, Epstein, Trump, Maxwell, being part of it, and Diddy. Let me know what you guys think of all these topics, or certain of these topics. Let me know what you guys think about the Coldplay, Trump, Diddy. You know, let me know. And give me your opinion about if it's good or bad. I want to hear it. So let's go and end this thing out the right way. I'm back again from my hiatus as always, and hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, or check out my social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook. So let's go and end this long episode out the right way. So, as my man Cam Newton says, I'm sorry, I'm rusty as always. I'm rusty. Stay mellow. Keep the mellow path. Stay focused on what's important. As my man Cam Newton says, you got one finger, one pinky, one thumb, one love. Boom.